Hey guys, so I wanted to just come on here and give you a little bit of a life update. It has been a long time since we posted a video on YouTube. If you follow us on Instagram, you know what I'm probably going to come on here and say and tell you about our life update, but I figured I'd do a little video to say really what happened and where we are, where we're at. The biggest change for us is we don't have Wildcat anymore. We traded Wildcat in back in September of 2021, and we finally got a Wrangler. I loved Wildcat. I didn't think that's a car that I would ever trade in. I thought I would keep her forever and keep pushing her and finding those limits, and well, I found those limits, unfortunately, and some pretty unfortunate things happened. We were without her for 3 months, got her up and running again. I hydro-locked her. Who didn't see that coming? But we got her back, and the plan was to just not do anything else. See if it's something we could trade in maybe one day. And a week after we got her back from getting her new engine and everything taken care of, we got this bad boy. So yeah, we have a Wrangler now. We don't have a Patriot anymore. I'm proud of what we accomplished in Wildcat. She took us places I never dreamed I'd ever get to go or even think I'd want to go. We found almost every limit available to a Patriot, in my opinion, about it. And I had a blast, and I was proud of every single thing we did. Even the things we couldn't do, the fact that we got out and attempted to try it is what was awesome about it. This guy is very capable, and we've actually been on several trips already. We'll have some videos coming out later about that at some point, but yeah, the last 2 years have been pretty great, pretty insane. I don't know where we're gonna go from here and what we're gonna do, but we'll bring you guys along, and you'll see some past dated videos from over the last 2 years that I'll come out with. I don't know how many I'm gonna make. I have probably 10 different things I can do, but I am gonna do one last tribute thing from Wildcat, from the last thing we did, which was up in Jeep Invasion in the Smoky Mountains. We'll put that one out, and that'll be my goodbye. It's been 2 years, but I still keep coming out of my house thinking Wildcat's gonna be in the driveway. I am definitely going to miss Wildcat. It's weird to say that. It really is. And after doing everything we've done in MW3 and knowing there was so much more out there for off-roading and just things we could do that I never dreamed that I could do. And I will say there is one thing for anyone in this world that is not in a Wrangler or a lifted truck. It's just something that is lifted and bigger compared to like a Patriot, a Liberty, a Renegade, a Cherokee. I'm not saying you have to have a Wrangler, because we did it. For 3 years straight, we did amazing things in a non-Wrangler. But we have a lot of badges now. I think we're up to 18. 4 of those we could have done. And we would have driven hours for me to pull up to a trailhead to do these and be so excited. And Wildcat wouldn't have been able to do it. There's only so much a driver and a vehicle can accomplish together. And I'm a firm believer it's 50-50. Yes, your rig has to be lifted to do certain things, but sometimes you just plow through it and hope for the best, which we were really great at doing. But I'm happy. I'm very happy with that we have this. I love MW3. This is my G for life. I thought Wildcat was. I know that wasn't really realistic to think that that would be something I'd want to hold on to for forever. But I do want to keep him MW3 forever. If I were to roll this guy tomorrow, plow him into another car just in the middle of town in a wreck, something happens, he will be fixed and I will have him. I never dreamed that something that I thought was just from a video game, couldn't possibly be a real concept, could be something that we could have. So yeah, when I learned what a Call of Duty Jeep was, I was like, that's awesome. I mean, I wonder if I can find one of those. It's from 2012, so I didn't know if that was going to be a possibility. We went and looked at one all the way up in Kentucky, left Huntsville, Alabama from 5 in the morning to be there when the dealership opened. And it was a rust bucket. and it was a silver 4-door, but I didn't care. We found one. We found one within a 12-hour drive. But yeah, it just wasn't right. It was hard to walk away from that and just move on, because we'd been trying to find one for a minute. But on our way home, we drove to Nashville. He looked at a car dealership and found one that had a 4-door black one, which is what I wanted. I was gonna settle for silver. Gonna Raptor it anyways one day. The second that this guy gets banged to hell and back, we're gonna Raptor line it. That's what my goal is. But we got him. And the plan was not to trade Wildcat in. The plan was to drive home with both those vehicles. But it just made sense. It was time. It was time for someone who was willing to take Wildcat the way she sat. Now, I never had body damage. Wildcat was fine. Underneath, it looked like someone had beat her with a sledgehammer for 3 years straight. But yeah. Long story short, we traded Wildcat, and now we have an MW3. And I'm very happy. I love him. I miss her, but I do love him. And he's going to take us places, and already has taken us places I never dreamed of. But sky's the limits at this point. With a good driver between me and Blake, a capable vehicle, we're going to be unstoppable now. I don't feel as accomplished. That's weird to say. There are certain things that we've done that I would normally be like, yeah, I did it, I grinded through it, or I made it over it, or I got out of it. I don't get that anymore, and I'm waiting for that like instant gratification of accomplishing something, because again, Patriot to Wrangler, there's a difference in capability, 100%, no matter who's behind the wheel. But I'm waiting for the day when I have that aha moment. I did that. I accomplished something that looked scary, impossible, but did it. So, which is why we're going to Moab. So yeah, we're going to EJS for the first time. We want to do it in Wildcat, but again, that's a long trip for not being able to do too much. But with MW3, I think I'm going to finally get my ooh-ah moment of I accomplished that, or my oh crap moment. We'll see. But yeah, that's it, guys. That's the update. A lot's different, still the same. We're still traveling, we're still off-roading, we're still seeking adventure every day. Bye, guys.